Another day, another thought. Welcome on to another edition of the Double Thought Show. Hope everyone is doing great. As you guys know, I'm RJ here together with my co-host KR. KR, what's up, man?
Everything going all right. Going all right.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, we want to give a quick shout out to everyone that's watching this pre-recorded live show, as well as those watching the rebroadcast. We truly appreciate your support. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. We have a good one for you today, so please stay tuned, and we hope you enjoy today's show.
Yes, before we start, of course, we want to thank all the new subscribers. Welcome to the Double Thought or the Double Thinkers community as part of the Double Thought show, Double Thought Network. Guys, as RJ already said, we wouldn't mind if you hit the like button down below. It helps great. It really helps us greatly to get our videos out there to more people as we are trying to spread the word.
Yes, yes, the gospel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Remember to follow us on all socials, Instagram and Facebook. Also, we've noticed that 95% of you guys aren't subscribed to the channel. So if you're interested in updates and commentary on topics like which we're going to discuss today or similar ones, please help just press on the subscribe button. As we are trying to reach the goal, RJ, can you maybe say something about that goal?
Yes, yes, we are trying to reach our first 1,000 subscriptions. We've started this. Well, we started this channel earlier, but we've been posting since October, I want to say, something like early September. We want to reach our goal of getting 1,000, of having 1,000 subscribers by the end of June of this year. So we see, as KR said, there are a lot of people, a lot of you guys are watching and you guys keep on watching, but you don't subscribe. Trust us, we are working very hard so on this show, on this channel, we have big plans, and we would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and come along with us on this journey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, like I said before, be sure to subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and also the notification bell, so you're notified every time we post a new video, because we try to do that every day. We have different types of videos these days. We have the live show, we have the motivational check-in, and we have the break room. So we're trying to give you guys different types of content to see what you guys like. Giving you a buffet of
Yeah,
choice.
yeah, yeah.
Guys, also, as we always say here at the Double Touch Show, share the video with your friends, families, and distract your enemies with our videos so we can strike them out. Of course, not condoning
The-
violence over here. For that, we have also a disclaimer.
yeah,
Please,
yeah, yeah.
RJ.
Thank God you said that we're not condoning violence over here, because this is the 44th episode, or as they would say in certain parts of the hood, is the fofo. Guys, before we proceed with the full story, let me just remind you of our usual disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in the videos and articles we share in our show on this channel do not necessarily reflect the thoughts and opinions of the Double Thought Show, this channel, KR, nor myself. Yeah, I got mixed up. I didn't know if I was KR, but then I remembered that I was better. All topics are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. And remember, guys, all commentary is alleged. Furthermore, and as we say here, all commentary is alleged because we don't know anything on this show. Speaking of not knowing anything, for the purpose of this show, we do not function as any kind of advisor. So if you need advice or support in a particular area of your life, Remember, or at least we strongly urge you to seek the assistance of the respective professionals in the areas in which you require assistance. Yes, yes.
I don't know what's wrong with you, but like, let me stay still for a second, see where you're going with this one. Anyway, guys, as we always say here at the Double Thought Show,
Bora! Hora do show!
it's showtime. And in today's show, we're going to focus on the theme, which is the latest developments around Michael Irvin and the backlash from customers of Marriott. And also, last but not least, how is Michael taking this, let's call it, a hard phase in his life? Because of course, it's your image is being damaged. So we're gonna take a look at how he's taking, what is he doing now, trying to keep his spirits up, because this can be very harmful to your mental health. As it's like a buzzing word these days, but we thought we're gonna use this word as well. Any thing you want to add, RJ?
Yeah. Well, all I want to say is that yeah, we live in a society where some, or at least a female can yell that something was done wrong by a male, and it seems like like a lot of times we automatically believe that it's true without even knowing the facts. And in this particular case, KR is pretty interested because, of course, we get reactions as well. Guys, thanks for your reaction. It really helps us. We just want to know what you guys think about the topics we discussed. But KR, you see that some people are so despite everything, they still believe that Irvin is guilty. Not only believe, if you hear the way they express their opinions, they're convinced. It's like they were there that night. And yeah, all I can say is we don't know what happened, but and I'm not a betting man, but if I had to bet, I would say that Irvin would be is comparable to a Kansas City Chiefs and Jane Doe as the Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Oh man, already, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. We're just 5 minutes, 10 minutes in, and you're already going deep. Anyway, guys, I think that with that intro,
Where do we begin?
we can start the show. So we have been, of course, covering this story for a while now, ever since it happened in February. We have a special playlist covering actually the whole saga. We have a video when it started. We have videos where we talk about the footage, why Marriott took so long to show the footage or share the footage. One of the things we also discuss is why whether Marriott thought or the Marriott lawyers thought that the judge was an idiot because they were assuming some things and talking very weird during some of the cases and the in front of the judge. We covered also I mean the eyewitnesses discussing what they thought. I think that was an interview from Pat, Legal Pat,
Yeah, legal pet law.
Legal Pat Law, yes, where he interviewed one of the key witnesses. And today, of course, like we said before, we're going to discuss the key witness, another key witness, sharing his side of the story with a private investigator. And of course, we had last week, we talked about the newly filed lawsuit and Marriot's answers to that. If we look back at that show, RJ, those answers were a bit wild, right?
The answers.
Like Marriott denying eyewitnesses. I mean, at least you can deny a lot of stuff, but it's kind of denying the obvious. And I think there was a comment
two
by
were the-
one of the people responding to that. Let me share my screen real quick. You can see here Shadows then responded. I think it was very funny what he or she said. They have a $100 million lawsuit on the line. They would deny the hotel is named Marriott just out of this one.
Yo.
And not only that, they would probably claim the earth is flat too. Shout out to Shadows then, because that
Yeah.
was quite a funny remark. And at this point, we also believe that.
Yeah. Well, in the previous show of last
Monday, I think.
Monday, so the Monday, the week. Last Monday, we discussed explicitly what Marriott was denying, and it was crazy. They were denying, or they are denying, things that are, I mean, facts. They denied, for example, that they have sponsored the NFL for a long period of
For a
time.
long period, yeah. Then you get into like what is a long period?
What is a long period?
Come
Yeah.
on, man.
And basically, we talked about their strategy. It seems like the strategy they used was purely to deny everything with the purpose of putting the burden of proof, or at least to
Oh.
to put all yeah, yo, to put all the burden of proof on Michael Irvin and his lawyers. So it was like, it can be compared to someone that walked into a building, the building turns dark, and he hears voices around him. Give me your money. What do? You take out your weapon and try to, you shoot everywhere, man. You just hope you catch something. It seems like that's what Marriott is doing. But in the process,
You're censoring yourself.
But in the process, but I'm not done with the comparison, because in the process, the guy that was shooting around also shot himself in the legs. That's what Marriott is, or it seems to be doing. That's how it appears to us, at least here on the Double Dot Show. If you guys have a different opinion, let us know. And if you haven't watched that episode, go check it out. It's episode 42. If I don't.
Episode 42, yes.
42, yeah.
You cannot see it down here. Let me go to another view. You can see it as well here this is the live. It's here. It's this show right here. Marriott answers claims to newly filed lawsuit in Michael's case defamation case. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you can almost also say that they would deny Michael's name is Michael Irvin.
Yeah.
Please prove to us whether you are. Show me your passport, and your birth certificate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pull Obama on him.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we're also going to talk about Irving's passport because is he turning into a passport bro? Who knows? Who
Who
knows?
knows?
Later in the show, we'll talk about that. But first of all, like we said, we're going to talk about one of the key witnesses. Last time around, guys, one of the shows we had about an interview with a key witness was the witness on the left side. And that was a quite revealing witness because he basically told a lot and confirmed a lot what you also see on the video. Go look at that show. Very interesting information about that. And that is actually the show where we discuss, and we can zoom in a little bit, key witness in Michael Irvin case. And Michael Irvin Marriott lawsuit reveals details in legal path interview. And that witness basically confirmed a lot of things you saw on the video. Also, he also said that he didn't hear at least the reaction from that employee wasn't as if something weird was said. Something weird was which was suggested by Marriott. With weird, we're talking about, according to Marriott, Michael said or asked Jane Doe whether she's ever had a black guy in her. I mean, that's very weird, man. That if he really said that, it's like,
Come on, man.
Yeah.
but according to the witness, it didn't seem like that was said. Audrey, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to add that Marriott claims that the man, so Irvin, made this or asked this question in a hotel lobby with other people around him to a lady during a conversation of 1 minute, of approximately 1 minute and 40 seconds or something. So yeah, just wanted to add that as well.
A little bit of context.
So they deny things that can be checked, things that can be verified, but at the same time claim something ridiculous as this is true.
Yes, yeah. It's kind of crazy, man. And if it's true, then you can say Michael is a nut job. But I mean, let's be honest. If someone, you should be locked up. If I'm not saying Michael is, but hypothetically, if someone walks to a person never met them before and just start talking crazy stuff like that, come on, man. What are we talking about? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But in the body language you saw on the video, Joe, guys, go watch the previous show. You can the show with the key witness in it. You clearly see no change in body language, which is kind of if someone says something crazy to anyone, they would change their demeanor, you would say.
Yeah.
Apparently, this wasn't the case. She's an iron lady.
Yeah. And just to add to it, because you said that so if Marriott is claiming that Michael Irvin made that statement during a 1 minute and 40 something second interaction in a hotel lobby with witnesses around him. And you just said that someone that would do something like that, because it doesn't appear, I mean, the way things are pointing out, it doesn't appear as if Michael made that statement. But you said hypothetically someone that would make a statement like that in that situation would be or should be considered a nut job. I would argue that Marriott is stating that Michael asked for a nut job.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Come on, man. Come on.
I can't even do it.
Marriott is like,
I can't even do it.
Yeah, man.
so to bring it back to the witnesses. So the interview we saw already was about the left witness. I think his name was Michael Bryn, from the top of my head. That was a very interesting interview. And the guy on the right with the Golden State hat, it has now been interviewed by not now, but back when it happened in February, actually the 8th of February, that witness was interviewed by a private investigator hired by Stephen Mandel, which is the manager, from what I understand, of Michael Irvin. And during that interview, which there is quite a extensive report about, basically the private investigator asked general questions about the situation, what happened, what he saw, what the environment was, what was his feeling, whether he talked to the Jane Doe that day, the day after. And yeah, basically this witness is Joe Manuel from No Filter Network, which is a video streaming website competing, according to him, with Twitch and others.
Why did you have to go and add the according to him?
That's what he said. I'm not throwing any shade, guys. I'm not throwing any shade. What is this, man? Can I not say according? He said it. It came out of his mouth. According to him, it's a competitor of Twitch. Maybe it is. I don't know the streaming website, but
Right.
I mean, according to him, it's a stream. Well, maybe they'll go big, and maybe we'll have to host our shows on No Filter in the near future.
Maybe we should.
Maybe we should. Guys, look out on the socials. Maybe we'll create an account on No Filter. But yeah, basically, Joe describes the whole situation where it's very similar to what Bryn talked about in the previous eyewitness interview. In general, he states that the person, actually Jane Doe, might not be a worker. She might be a manager, because during the interaction that day, before they took pictures with the team, this picture right here, before they took that picture, Jane Doe was in the bar area and wasn't doing anything other than attending the customers. So talking to them, making them basically making them feel at home, I think.
Yeah, and that's according to the witness.
Yeah. Or maybe she wasn't. I'm not gonna say that Jane Doe was trying to do the minimum for her job, but maybe she was the manager, according to Joe. And other than that, he also describes the situation where she didn't know who Michael was until, well, they asked. Was it Jane Doe or one of the people there to
Yeah.
to offer Michael a drink?
Yeah, they asked to offer Michael a drink to the, and then I think this was to the bar. This was to the bartender,
Mm.
and the bartender said, oh, so they asked, um, so the team wanted to give a drink to Michael Irvin,
Yeah.
and so they asked the waitress or the bartender, and the bartender asked, "Okay, sure, we'll do. Is he someone important?" And then they explained to him who Michael Irvin was. So a TV commentator, legendary football player, Hall of Famer, etc., etc.
And then that person went to offer a drink, and basically what happens next is what the other witness also described, is that Michael thanked the group for the offer of a drink, but he would not take it because he has an important day the next. What he didn't know was a different importance. Was not what he expected. But yeah, and then he asked the guys whether they wanted to take a picture. And then they said yes, and he asked them to take a picture outside, basically to avoid commotion with more people taking pictures at the same place. Basically, having too many people in the bar area. So they took the pictures, which we shared already. This one, this picture right here. And then the video starts from Marriott, which tells you two things. It confirms that Marriott only maybe chose this selected part to share, which is kind of interesting. Question is, why didn't they share the before aspect of the interaction in the bar area? That would be interesting to see. RJ, right?
Yeah, definitely interesting to see. There are more food. There are more videos that, as far as we are aware of, Marriott hasn't released yet, according to the lawyer of Michael Irvin, because he mentioned this in a press conference a couple of weeks back when they first showed the footage that is now popular, and that's basically that has basically went viral. That they have asked Marriott time and time again for the other videos, and Marriott basically said, "Yeah, well, we have other things to do. We'll send it when we have time." So it's obvious, or at least it seems obvious to me, what Marriott is doing, which is basically stalling. Because if the video was clear, you would have sent it immediately, right?
That's what I would expect, yes.
Yeah. So I think if you see the video of Michael Irvin, or at least of Marriott, and the video of the witness that was sitting at the bar recording, then it's pretty clear that Marriott has a lot. I mean, Marriott's position is very difficult. And if Marriott, what I suspect is that Marriott knows that if it shares more videos, then it would have a harder time trying to deny its story. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to wait until that is also shared. But I mean, in general, what other things that Joe talked about is that he didn't see anything special He didn't hear the interaction very well after the taking of the pictures. I mean, in general, there is nothing more. So his story basically aligns with the story of the previous eyewitness who shared that his experience in the interview with Legal Path Law.
Yeah.
So anything you want to discuss relating to the Joe's experience or what he has said?
Yeah, I just want to I think clarify something, because Joe talks about two women in his
It's true. Interview or
interview. First, the bartender, and second, Jane Doe. That's the one that has that is currently accusing Michael Irvin of misconduct. So first, as I mentioned, the waitress asked them who Michael Irvin was, because she apparently didn't know him, and they explained to him who he was. And when the waitress offered him a drink, but Michael Irvin declined. Somewhere during that period, that's not clear to me in the statement of the witness, but it seemed so. But from what I gather, he's saying that somewhere during that time, or maybe after Michael declined the drink and the waitress came back, whatever. But at least at a particular point in time, the Jane Doe also approached the group and asked them who Michael Irvin was, because she also didn't know who she was. And according to the witness number 3, which is the witness that we have been discussing a story in this show, it seemed to him, so we're not saying that that's what actually happened, but the way he interpreted it was that the lady, or so the now accuser, Jane Doe, who according to him wasn't a waitress in the bar but seemed more like some kind of a manager, only went to talk to Michael when she found out who he was. And this matches the story of Michael Irvin, because Michael Irvin claimed that they talked about what he does. He's in his statement during one of the press conferences, Michael Irvin said that during the interaction of approximately 1 minute and 40 seconds, they talked about football. The woman did not, so according to Michael, didn't follow football, didn't know much about football. And Michael said, okay, you should watch sports show and you can watch me, but beware, because I am emotional. And so what Michael's story matches the witness's story, especially the part where, or at least as it pertains to the part that the witness, or at least Jane Doe, did not know who Michael Irvin was and didn't follow football either, which makes sense. But Marriott is probably denying it, KR.
Hey, Marriott is denying everything, man. They're probably standing there still saying,
I've seen him do it.
I had to drum roll that one.
Yeah.
I seen him do it, and well, they'll, like Shadows then already said, they'll probably deny anything to avoid that 100, even to pay him a dime.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be that this is going to help them, because I think they are in a not so favorable position, and to say the least.
Yeah.
So
They will probably deny that the witness or witnesses were there that evening.
they'll deny, if they could Jane Doe wasn't there either. Jane Doe is not a she. It's a they. So you already have a -1. Anyway,
Multiple accusers.
anyway, guys. So this is where we are now, and the case is developing slowly but surely. At this point, I think basically what we've had last time around is that the lawyers of Marriott responded, and now the lawyer of Michael is trying to put something together, maybe another answer to what they claim,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. How long can we expect this to continue, RJ?
I can't give a clear timeline, to be honest. But it can easily take about about 6 months at least, because it seems like the case is currently in the phase of collecting information, right? Collecting witness statements, collecting everything. Videos, because Marriott hasn't shared all the videos yet, as far as we are aware of. However, it might not surprise me if, and I don't know if this is possible, again, American law, especially American litigation law, is not my specialism, so I can't talk about it. But what I can say is it wouldn't surprise me if Michael would try to file a motion to dismiss, just like Pat McAfee did, based on all the information that's there. Just basically is pretty clear.
Dismiss their answers, you mean?
Dismiss a court. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
He's
No,
the
yeah.
one suing.
He's suing.
I
Yeah.
don't hope he's asking to dismiss the case.
That's true. Well, Marriott can ask it. Let me put it like that.
And
So
Marriott can
let me
ask.
put it the other way around. Marriott definitely is not in a position to file a motion. Well, Marriott will probably file a motion to dismiss, just to make the case, just to stall.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, but yeah, it's not looking good in general. So in general, it's if you look at everything how it's developing, it's not looking good. The longer this takes, it will not have a good look on Marriott, because we have had, as you've seen, we had a quite extensive list of videos, guys. We have to be exact, I have to check how many videos we have exactly on this playlist. Really quick, let me take a look. We are now at 39. It's gonna be by the end of next week. It's gonna be by 30, 40, 44, or 45, depending on whatever we do. But in multiple videos, we have seen that people are saying they are not going to Marriott anymore. Even club members. Let me share one of the latest response on that. D. Roderick Marriott said, "I'm a club member. I have not stayed at the Marriott since this incident." So the longer Marriott keeps this going, the longer it will also damage their reputation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is it not better to just move it aside and just, well, it's not easy to say, give him 10 million so he goes his own way, but
I've been thinking about that during the past week, and I do think that people are not as, so the level of activism is very low compared to, let's say, 40 years back. So I think people will say, "Oh, that's messed up, man." But when they go to booking.com and see a good price, they will probably book. they'll probably book the a Marriott room, definitely. So I think that Marriott also believes that the whole case and the way that they are handling the situation is not forming a real uh,
Threat, maybe,
threat to them. Yeah, yeah.
to their
That's
business.
to their business and their reputation. So
Mm.
that's what I believe.
Okay, clear. I mean, it is what it is. And so then we can expect them to continue the road they have chosen. Um,
The road
well,
to hell.
anyway, guys. So it's clear that it's also been this has been a pretty devastating moment for Michael Irvin. So Michael has had since his this situation, he hasn't had big media appearances anymore. Even his own podcast. Let me share my screen real quick. Even his own podcast, the Michael
Wow.
Irvin podcast on podcast one, hasn't been active since February the 5th, which is Super Bowl week. So it has had some impact on him as well as he cannot, or maybe his lawyer is advising him not to make media appearances as well, to avoid questions or situations that can mess up the case. Is
Yeah.
that maybe the case? Why it's been interrupting, RJ?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if that's the. I don't know if because I'm currently looking to see podcast one because the let's say the platform is podcast one, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's Michael's lawyer telling him not to do it as you mentioned
Yeah.
because they know how emotionally he is. Um, we made the example in the other show about in the show about Brett Favre's accusations against, amongst other, Pat McAfee and Shannon Sharp, and we mentioned how Shannon Sharp can stay quiet, right? And Michael Irvin and Mike and Shannon Sharp can just apparently just block it out and just go do the show. However, Michael
You,
Irvin is not that guy.
you
He's
mean
not that guy.
Shannon Sharp and Pat McAfee?
And I'm saying Shannon Sharp it this way because Pat McAfee was trolling. McAfee is talking. Of course, probably because although he's trolling on Twitter, guys, if you haven't seen that show, go check it out. It's episode 43. 43.
43, yeah.
Yeah, 43. But if that's not the. So let's say Pat McAfee is clever. So he makes jokes, but he stays in his lane. Michael Irvin is and always has been a very emotional person. He wears his heart on his sleeve. So maybe it was the lawyer, as you said, that said, hey, don't do it. But I was trying to find out the platform. I was trying to find out more about the platform Podcast One, because that's the other possibility. The other possibility would be that Podcast One is a platform that directly or indirectly falls under a network such as the NFL network or something like that, and that they have received instructions not to let Michael do it. But guys, let us know if you know something about that, because I truly don't know. All I know, and KR as well, is that since that day, Michael has seemingly, well, disappeared. And if it wasn't for Twitter, his Twitter, you would think that he disappeared from the face of the earth.
something in somewhere in a cave, in fetus position, like crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is a good transition towards Twitter as well, because we have just peeked at his Twitter to see how he's doing, because of course this is heavy on the mental. It's very heavy. Trying to basically process the thing. If you're being accused of something you clearly know that you didn't do, but it seems like he's been handling as best as he can. The let's call it the Michael Irvin way.
Yeah.
The Michael Irvin way. So we have. Let me share my screen real quick. Michael has been to on Twitter. His Twitter handle is Michael Irvin 88. And he has a couple of videos, and we're gonna walk through them. Him having fun with his granddaughters after exiting American Grow Boutique and Bistro. Let me know if you can hear us. Can you hear it? Okay, let's see what he has to say, which is kind of fun. I mean, he's a granddad and he's having fun with his grandkids. Let's see.
Me and my girl walking out of American Girl like gangsters. Tell her, we just spent all the money. We walking out like gangsters.
So he's as hyped. He's as hyped. He doesn't change gears. It's the same hypeness he has on TV. The emotional part he's having with his grandkids.
Yeah.
Basically, exiting American Girl, saying we spent all the money.
Yeah.
Having fun. I mean, he's trying to process what is happening and still having fun with his grandkids. He was also during the March Madness. The U was doing their thing for a while until they got knocked out. But he was also as an alumni. He was cheering on the team the only way he can. If you cannot win with him cheering you like this, you deserve to lose.
Man, listen, I'm over here with my boy, you know, it's Fredo Robin. Frank, right there, Frank. What we did to him, Frank? We don't play Frank. Down 12 with 12. You know, Frank, down 12 with 12, baby. Down 12 with 12 to go. That's what we do in Miami. We fight, and then we come back, and then we win, baby. Hey, Coach, you know I love you, man. You know I love you, Coach. I want to call you and tell you congratulations tomorrow, Coach. I'm so happy for you, buddy. 17 years ago, and you did it again right here. Miami is a power. We're basketball power. We've been doing football, but basketball power. I got your, hey, the Texas people are starting to leave the building. Because we were dropping them free throws. We were clicking our heel 3 times and sending them free throws just like Dorsey.
Yo. Oh man. Hey man, this
Legend.
He's a legend when it comes to hyping people up. If you don't get hyped up by this, man, you have no soul.
Yeah.
Let's continue. Let's see.
We sent them home right down the bucket. Y'all see this? Miami, Coach Lorne, we're headed to the Final Four. That's right. The U is on fire. That's what I'm talking about. Man.
The U is on fire. Oh man. I mean, he's trying to cope with the situation. So he's trying to have his out. This is what we're missing on TV right now, man.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I really hope they can solve this, or at least he can come back before the draft. But it's not looking that good. The draft is within 1.5 weeks or so. This is the thing we miss about Michael. Guys, let us know in the comments, what you're missing about Michael on TV, because this guy is always electric. You be sure when you will tune in to see what craziness, what he's going to say about certain players, and also hyping them up. RJ.
Yes. I think that what you mentioned about what we're missing. I used to watch. I mean, like shows like First Take. I've watched them a lot. I watched it a lot. I think that you need for shows like that. You need characters. You need strong characters. Doesn't mean that you have to agree with them, but you need to have strong characters. Someone that can have strong opinions. Michael Irvin is definitely one of those people, especially when it comes to his Dallas Cowboys.
No.
Now, you said that if Michael is cheering you like that and you're winning, then
Are you going to kick dirt on Dallas? Oh my God. Continue. Let me give you the floor.
I'm just repeating what you said.
Oh, wait a second. How can I give you the floor? Anyway,
Maybe this. Yeah. So
no, this is only. Oh, wait a second. I already know.
yeah.
Let me
Awesome.
see.
Yeah.
What
So-
do you have to say about the Dallas Cowboys?
I have nothing to say about the Dallas Cowboys. I'm just saying I'm just saying.
Now he's backing down. Come on.
Give me my space, man. So I'm saying KR just said that if referring to the video of Michael Irvin cheering for the U University, that if Michael is cheering you and you ain't winning, there's something wrong with you. Now, Michael has been cheering. So this is just reasoning, guys. It's just logical reasoning. So KR is also saying.
Why you gonna pull me in? You're trying to pull me into something I'm not part of. But yeah, I'm gonna give you the floor.
KR is also saying that the Dallas Cowboys need to change. I mean, a lot of things because they should quit. Is basically what KR is saying. Because Michael Irvin has been cheering the team on for over 20 years after he stopped playing, and they just can't seem to catch a break. However, when you see how Michael Irvin is championing the Dallas Cowboys, and if you're someone that doesn't follow football, you would think that this team is the greatest team currently playing. You would think that they are always on top in their division. So yeah, we definitely miss you, Mike.
We definitely miss you. One thing I didn't say, because RJ is putting words in my mouth. I have to find a lawyer to represent me during this show, because this guy is trying to set me up somehow. Anyway, guys, I do agree with him. It's really crazy that with such a great supporter of the franchise, they haven't done a lot of things. But we can do a show about that. Let us know in the comments. Do we have to do a show about the Dallas Cowboys? Let us know.
Let us know. Yeah.
RJ, do you want to say something about sharing and subscribing?
Yeah, guys. Of course. For those of you who haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel. As Kiara said, about 95% of you guys who are following the channel, and not only one video but multiple videos, have not subscribed to our channel yet. We strongly request that you do so, because one, it helps us with pushing, with leveling up our channel. It helps us achieving a higher rating on the YouTube platform. It helps us also to grow as a channel. We are working very hard on the channel every single week. You receive multiple videos from us. If you don't believe us, I mean, you go check out our channel. Our work speaks for itself. And we truly enjoy your interaction. We enjoy to hear what you think. We would really appreciate that you subscribe to the channel, as well as we want to reach 1,000 subs by the end of June of this year. With regards to this video, remember to share it with your friends, share it with your family, and of course, perhaps more importantly, share it with
The enemy.
the enemy. Distract the enemy with our videos. Like the video as well. And don't forget to follow us as well on our social media platforms. You can find us at Double Thought Show on both Facebook and Instagram. So that's at Double Thought Show on Facebook and Instagram. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you for keep on rocking with us. And with that being said, KR, turning it back over to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are at the last phase of today's show, and as we already discussed in the previous part, Michael is trying to deal with the situation he's in, and he's now basically taking a time off, either because he wants to, or more like he's being pushed to not be not be on the TV. But he still is the same Michael. We can also see that in the previous part, we show him walking around with his granddaughters, having fun with them, also talking, cheering on the U during the March Madness week, Madness month, I think. And of course, he went to Brazil. As we started the show, is Michael Irvin, a married man, a brand new passport bro. Who knows? Who knows? But he was in Brazil, basically showing love to the Brazilian country. He went to some gym and helped out some people, but he also wanted to watch the new UFC episode. And of course, one of the things you struggle with when you're in a foreign country, you cannot stream, or the stream is being blocked if you don't have the right VPNs and all that stuff. And of course, Michael is not, as he calls it himself, he's not a techie. He's not a tech genius. That's his own words on Twitter, as he was trying to find a way to look or to watch the UFC 287. He posted that on Twitter. Let me share my screen with you guys. He said, please, 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 I'm in Brazil and I can't get UFC 287 preliminary and main card. Can somebody or anybody help me watch this fight? Please, please, please. Thank you. He's trying to get it out there. And people are also saying, hey, you can check out on ESPN Plus. And he says, I tried that. Not working over here, buddy. Probably a VPN problem right there.
Yeah, probably.
And other people are DMing him links. He says, thank buddy, I see it. I tried it. I still can't get the fight. I am a technology dummy. And I'm out here without any assistance. So he went down there. He went down to Brazil by himself to get all these things off of his plate for a second, just to focus on other stuff, having fun in life. But he still wants to watch the fight. Of course, people out here, other Americans are down there in Brazil, And as you should help your fellow American, as you always do. When you're in a foreign country, just help them out. And then someone posted that he has to go down to Republic Pop. They basically said, Michael, come down to Republic Pop and search for Rodrigo. We watch UFC and buy some beers for you. RJ, if you're in Brazil and you get invited to that by your fellow people from your own country, you know, I guess you would join, right? Because they're offering beers. They're trying to get have some energy, some energetic guys around you.
Well, it would firstly depend on the city. Secondly, I would do a quick search, and I have to know someone that would tell me, hey, this place is safe, etc., etc. But I mean, you have Michael Irving. I don't know if I would have done that. I would have no. I know what I know what I would have done. I would have watched the replay of the fight, because if I'm Michael Irving and I have a lot of assets and things to lose, then no, man, I'm not going to a place without knowing, a place that I don't know for sure. Unless someone tells me, hey, Michael, I'm gonna go with you. It's a good place. We're cool. But yeah.
Or maybe he had. So good thing, Michael. First of all, good thing Michael isn't you, acting like you, because otherwise we wouldn't have this footage.
What would you have done?
I would go with friends, 10 friends. I would show up with 10 friends, and all those friends would have mini friends with them as well. If you get mini friends, if you don't get what with me with mini friends, then you're lost.
Yeah.
All my friends would have mini friends, definitely in Brazil. Anyway, so I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. But let's continue. Michael decided to join these guys in a pub. I don't know if it's Republic Pub or not, but as always, Michael is Michael, and he showed on Twitter that he's there and that he's that guy. Let's see what he has to say. I cannot find Mike. Yep.
Did y'all see that? I found a spot in Brazil to watch the fight. Oh my God! I don't even know these jokers, but we watched the fight together, and now we are bored. Oh my God! We're going to have a three. We're going to have a three, and we all decided before the fight, if there's a three, we all going to it together. We going to it together. I was hiding from these jokers, and they found me in Brazil. God, did you see that knockout?
We need Michael. If you're watching this by chance, or someone who knows Michael, we need a promo from Michael.
Yeah.
Here at the Double Talk Show, we are asking you guys, whoever, if you know Michael, please contact him and ask him to do a promo for the Double Talk Show. Because this is
you have to love that guy, man.
It's hard not to like him. I mean, he meets some random people he doesn't know, and he goes out like that. I mean,
yeah. And what I will say as well is, if you look at the two videos we showed, which is this video of him in Brazil and the previous video of him with his granddaughters, and the way and the level of energy he had, then what is obvious is that the level of energy he had in Marriott during that night was maybe 40% or 30%. So he was really behaving himself. I mean, yeah. But hey, Michael, it seems everything points towards your innocence in this whole matter, and we really hope that we can see you soon on the NFL Network, on ESPN First Take, that you can resume your podcast because you're a likable person. Uh, from what we've got from in our opinion, you're also a very nice person towards you're a very generous person as well. So we really hope you yeah, we hope to see you again soon. Keep protecting your mind, your mental health,
Yep.
uh, because I can imagine that this can weigh heavy on him. He's blocked. He's prohibited to do what he loves to do, what he truly loves to do. And yeah, I don't wish that even upon my enemies, even upon my enemies. What I do with my enemies, guys, is I share this video. So if you
Ah,
haven't done so already,
you took. I was going to go that route, but good thing. Yeah, share it with your enemies. RJ,
yes. Shall I
wrap it up. Yes.
wrap it up? So I'm gonna wrap it up with a quick first a quick recap. Guys, in today's episode of the Double Thought Show, we talked about Michael Irvin, or at least the latest developments in the Michael Irvin versus Marriott, Jane Joe, and others case that is going on. There was a video, or at least an audio, that leaked containing a statement of one of the witnesses who was there on that particular evening when Michael Irvin was talking to a Marriott employee and subsequently was banned from the hotel, or at least escorted out of the hotel and banned from the hotel as well as from the his jobs on the on ESPN network and the NFL network, amongst others, for due to a claim of misconduct. The claim was done by one of the employees, a female employee who can be seen in one of the videos of Marriott talking to Michael for approximately a minute and 40 seconds. The story and the narrative that Marriott is portraying, which is that Michael asked the woman during that short period of time in a hotel lobby, in public, with witnesses around, whether she has ever had a big black man inside her. Do not.
Yo,
It's crazy every time I say it.
Get some help.
yo, get some help, man. You're wrong for that one. You're definitely wrong for that one.
But it doesn't seem to correspond with the video footage of Marriott itself, and there are more videos to be released. It doesn't seem to align with the video of one of the witnesses that were there that evening sitting at the bar, who filmed a part of the interaction. Doesn't seem to line up with Michael's statement nor the statement of the two witnesses that of which we know what their the two witnesses who have made their statements public, or at least their statements are public. So it seems as though Michael is innocent, but he has to await the whole process to finish, might even go to court, etc., etc. And during that time, Michael needs to deal with the situation. We saw during the press conference in one of the previous shows how he teared up when he was talking about the whole situation. And we can imagine that it's very hard for him, uh, what he's going through right now, not being able to do what he loves to do, not being able to be close to the sport that made him, or at least played a big role in his identity, and that he truly loves. But he's trying his best, and we can see that on the videos we saw in today's show, a video of him walking with two of his granddaughters, joking, uh, joking around, saying that basically they came out of the store and they purchased everything, or at least everything that they could purchase. And we also saw another video of him in Brazil. It was there in Brazil, but still wanted to catch the UFC fight, or at least the UFC, the latest UFC fights, and he was anxiously searching on, asking people on Twitter, asking his fan base on Twitter how he can be able to watch the UFC matches. And he got a reply, you have to come to this particular bar. And Michael just went down there, watched the video apparently, and afterwards went live, or at least recorded a video of him with the guys with some people who he met there, probably the guys that told him where to be. He's saying, I don't even know these jokers. But I'm having a good time, etc., etc. I'm paraphrasing. But yeah, as I already mentioned, what's important is, I mean, you can show videos, KR, about you being happy, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you are happy. So, Michael, we truly hope, we truly wish you all the best during this difficult period of time. We know it's probably hard for you to go through what you're going through, but we wish you all the best. We wish you strength, patience, and take care of your mental health and mental well-being, because it does, from what it seems, this whole shenanigan will not end soon. KR, that's my recap.
Thank you, RJ. Guys, please let us know in the comments what else do we need to cover relating to this case. Do you want to have a deeper analysis or a certain aspect that we want us to talk about? We will, of course, keep following the developments in general. As soon as we have brand new news, just know that we will cover it over here. So, guys, I want to thank you for watching, and KR, take it away.
Okay, RJ. Hey, guys, thank you to everyone, all the viewers that are watching this pre-recorded live show, as well as those watching the rebroadcast. Whatever your thoughts are, please let us know in the comment section below. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Remember to share the videos with this video and all our other videos that you like, with your friends, with your families, and of course with
the manager of the hotel.
Yeah. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel. As previously mentioned, it's very important that you do so. We work very hard on the channel. We're growing. We're making improvements every single week, and this is something that we are doing as it's a part-time project for us, but we want to pour more into the project, and we can only do so with your support. So if you like the content of this channel and our videos, we strongly urge you to subscribe to the channel so you can become part of the Double Thinkers community. And last but not least, remember to follow us on socials as well, as on Facebook and Instagram at Double Thought Show. So that's at Double Thought Show on Facebook and Instagram. As KR always says at the end of the show,
but I can only show you the door.
And behind the door, there are two jokers. Make sure you follow us. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Continue.
Yes, that's a good one. I don't even know these jokers.
I don't
No.
know these jokers, but they're giving good commentary. Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah. Guys, so let's have a healthy conversation in the comment section below. It's been a pleasure to entertain you once more. And we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until next time, peace.
Peace.